Today is another of Aesop's fables, and it is The Donkey and the Lapdog. There once was a farmer who had a donkey and a beautiful little lapdog. The lapdog lived in a house and shared all the things the farmer enjoyed. She even ate from the farmer's plate and slept by the fire in a basket lined with the softest fur. In the farmyard, the farmer would carry the lapdog under his arm so she wouldn't get her feet dirty in the mud. He loved the lapdog very much. "I don't know what I would do without you," he told her. Life for the farmer's donkey was very different. The donkey worked hard. He spent his days pulling the cart loaded with hay or corn or potatoes and taking them wherever the farmer wanted them. Hour after hour, he dragged himself backwards and forwards across wet fields and along muddy lanes. At night, when the farmer finally led the donkey into his stable, the farmer rubbed him down with a handful of straw and gave him some hay and oats to eat. "Sleep well," the farmer said in a kind voice to the donkey. "I have a lot of work for you to do tomorrow." The donkey didn't have a bad life, but he was envious of the lapdog. He couldn't stop thinking about how different he and the lapdog's lives were. The donkey would watch as the farmer and the little dog ate together. The dog sat on the farmer's lap, and he gave her the tastiest bits from his plate. Then he brushed her soaky coat 100 times with a soft hairbrush. "I wish I could have the things she has," the donkey thought when he went to sleep at the end of the long day. I would love to be like her just for an hour," he said to himself. One afternoon, the donkey was in the farmyard after a busy day. He glanced over at the little window of the farmhouse. The friendly glow made it look warm and cozy inside. Moving closer, he could see the farmer sitting in his chair by the fire with the lapdog on his knee. The farmer was petting the little dog, and she looked as contented as could be. "I'd much rather be in there with them," thought the donkey. Suddenly, a thought entered the donkey's head. "I know, I'll go in and join them." So he snapped the rope that tethered him, kicked open the door, and burst in the farmhouse. The farmer was surprised to see him. "You can't come in here," he said to the donkey. But it was too late. The donkey made a loud braying noise, rushed toward the farmer, and jumped up into his lap. Then he put his head on the farmer's shoulder and nibbled his ear. "Get off!" cried the farmer. The donkey began to behave just like the little lapdog. He climbed onto the table and began to dance. All of the plates and dishes fell off and crashed to the hard stone floor. "Stop!" shouted the farmer, "before you break everything." "I'm having a wonderful time," laughed the donkey. "Look at what a wonderful lapdog I make." And he jumped off the table and kept dancing, not realizing that he was smashing all of the plates and bumping into everything. In all the noise and confusion, the little lapdog cowered under the table. The farmer began to get really angry. He chased the donkey around the room with a wooden broom, through the door and back to the stable, followed by the lapdog. Then he locked up the donkey quickly. "What am I going to do with you?" he sighed. The donkey poked his head out of the stall and made a very sad face. When the little lapdog saw how upset the donkey was at being chased away, he said to the farmer, "Don't be unkind to the donkey. He only wanted you to love him as much as you love me." Then the farmer felt sorry for the donkey. "I do love you, donkey," he said. "I love you very much. I couldn't possibly manage without you. You are just as important to me as any other creature." The donkey neighed happily and nuzzled the farmer. The farmer laughed, forgiving the donkey for clowning around. From that day on, the donkey was happy just being who he was, and he never tried to be like anyone else ever again. Happiness is found in being content with who you are. The end.